Home on the range, where the land gets a little flatter and the sunrises and sunsets get even more expansive and spectacular. In today's video, we're continuing the series of homes on larger lots, and we're heading out east of Colorado Springs, still in El Paso County, and we're taking a look at the Falcon and Peyton, Colorado areas, where the homes are on large lots, anywhere from about 2.5 acres all the way up to 10 or more. And we're going to take a look at some of the styles of homes, as well as some of the differences of the homes out on the prairie that are different from living in a neighborhood in the city. So stay tuned. Hey, Laura Gallant here with Mountain Prairie Living, empowered by ERA Shields, and welcome to my channel where I answer questions about the home buying and selling process, empowering you and educating you through the real estate process. I also talk about cool neighborhoods in Colorado Springs, the market updates, and all kinds of amazing things to do in this beautiful city. So if that's what you're into, or you're moving to Colorado Springs or moving within Colorado Springs, then subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. So thanks so much for being here. Let's get into today's video. In today's video, we're going out east of Colorado Springs, not too far, so maybe about 15-20 minutes out east. It's still close to the amenities of town, especially in the Falcon or Peyton area. There's some shopping centers out there, but if you're talking about the Powers Corridor, there's a lot of shopping out there, and you're not too far from that. But we're going out on the prairie. We're going to Falcon and Peyton, Colorado, and we're going to look at homes anywhere from 2.5 acres to as much as 10 acres. However, there are still homes on large acreage, even more than that, up to 40 or more acres out there. So if land and space is what you're looking for, this might be the neighborhood for you. So what are the homes like out here? Well, we see a mix of homes out here. You're going to see quite a few manufactured homes that were brought in and maybe set on concrete foundations. They might be stick built, meaning they built it there on the property as a custom or semi-custom home. So we see a lot of that, but if you stay till the end of the video, I'm going to share with you a new neighborhood that's building out there with beautiful semi-custom homes that are just gorgeous. They're up to date and they're on large 5-acre parcels or more. So stay tuned to the end for that information on that builder out there. What's the difference with homes out on the prairie, and what's it like living out on the prairie? You're going to often find that the home has well and septic and probably propane, but that's not always the case. Some might just have propane and septic, but they have association water. Some might have natural gas, but have septic and well. So if you haven't ever lived in a home with a septic, well, or propane, it's just a different way of learning how to take care of your home. What do you get living on the prairie? You get amazing sunrises and amazing sunsets, because the expansive view of the prairie and the amount of land that you have means that your neighbors are not right on top of you. In fact, if you're on a 5-acre parcel, you can see your neighbor, but there's quite a bit of space between you and your neighbor, and that is something that a lot of people like. You can also potentially have horse property or livestock on your land. Now, it's really important to understand, you need to make sure if you're considering that and looking at homes on the prairie, you want to check the zoning, because not all homes on the prairie are zoned for livestock or horses. Some are, but the most important part, which is a huge issue in Colorado, is water rights. So if you're going to have livestock or horses, you need to see, does your well allow for that? There are certain wells that don't allow you to water your livestock. They're only household wells. So I'm going to link the Colorado State Water Resource information below in my description box. So be sure to check that out to understand a little bit more about wells or water rights or water access for livestock if you're considering moving out to the prairie to have animals. 2.5 acres or 5 acres leaves plenty of room to grow a beautiful garden. Typically, you're not going to find a homeowners association out there. However, there are some in certain neighborhoods, so you do want to watch for that. What do the home prices run out there? Now, they're on the low side for a smaller house on a smaller lot, but they're on average about $400,000 up into $1 million, and the million ones I'm going to talk about at the end. But there is a wide range, but on average, you're going to be somewhere in the low to mid 400s for property on about 2.5 acres and a good size home, 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2 baths with plenty of space. So the prairie lands are literally where you see the deer and the antelope play. It's honestly what you're going to see. You're going to see pronghorn, which is it's kind of a form of a deer, but it looks like an antelope. You're going to see deer. You're going to see hawks, all kinds of hawks, because there's small mammals around. You have squirrels. You have raccoons, you have ground squirrels, you have prairie dogs. You're definitely going to see rabbits out on the prairie. There's definitely going to be snakes, lizards, and frogs out there, but you're going to have coyotes also. So you're going to see an abundance of wildlife living out on the prairie. Great place to raise a family and have really cool experiences with wildlife. If you're finding value in this information about neighborhoods in and around Colorado Springs, then do me a favor so I can reach more people. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'm so glad you're here checking out neighborhoods of Colorado Springs. How far are the schools? How far is shopping? It's not that far. So if you were kind of midpoint on the prairie, your schools would be Falcon Elementary School, and you would be into the Falcon School District of 49. So the schools are really maybe about 15-20 minutes outside of where you might live. And what about shopping? If you remember from the Meridian Ranch or the Woodman Hills area, you're going to see the shopping in the same area right in Falcon. So there's a Safeway out there. There's a Walmart Supercenter out there, and smaller retail shops like Dollar Trees. There's an urgent care out there. So there's a variety of restaurants also close by. But the Powers Corridor and the large hospital are not that far down the road either. So you are still close to the city amenities with a little bit of a drive, but you have that open space and that expansive view of the Pikes Peak region and all of the mountain range. So it's quite nice. You are literally 15 to 20 minutes away from Schriever Space Force Base, Peterson Space Force Base, and probably about 30 to 40 minutes from Fort Carson Army Base, and a quick jaunt down either Curtis Road or maybe Highway 24 and over through Mark Shuffle over to Peterson Space Force Base. But it's really not that far, and what a great place to live and have space and be able to work in the military. So let's talk about this great neighborhood that's going in off of Curtis Road. It's called Saddlehorn Ranch homes, and they're being built out there. They're about $1 million to $1,350,000, and they're homes anywhere from about 3,700 to 5,200 square feet. They are on 5-acre parcels at least. They are on well and septic, so you are tied into that. And in some of the situations, you may even get water rights for partial area of your land. So take a look at these pictures here where you can see the beautiful custom or semi-custom homes that they're building out there. So if you want to live on the prairie and don't necessarily want to live in a manufactured home, I'm going to put a link to the Saddlehorn Ranch homes available out there for you. They have huge garages, very similar to the Meridian Estates video that I posted a couple weeks ago. So lots of area for you to park an RV, to have your outdoor toys, or maybe any kind of quad runner that you'll need to plow your driveway out to the main road. So it's a beautiful neighborhood that's just going in there. And if that's something that's more comfortable for you, they're building 4 to 5 bedroom homes, 4 or 3 to 6 bathroom homes. So they're quite a big bathrooms. And some of them may have the opportunity for you to put a larger garage on there. And if that's what you're into, then check out that link in my description box below. If this is the neighborhood for you, then let's talk. If you're moving to Colorado Springs, or you're moving within Colorado Springs and want to get outside of the city, then let's talk. So feel free to reach out to me. My contact information is below. If you found value in this, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'm so glad you were here. If you'd like to know more about neighborhoods on larger lots, I did a video on Red Rock Ranch, which is out in Monument, Colorado. Absolutely stunning homes out there. So check out this video next. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.